oh, they bathing in cold. I'm like, yeah, that's a different type of struggle right there. I'm like, but mama was stupid having y'all. But anyways, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Willie Silly, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Before you end up like Beezy, make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. Now I told y'all, man, I was gonna finish your boy OceanGate, man. They didn't believe in me. They didn't believe in me, but God did. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I was gonna finish OceanGate, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be believing me, man. You know what I'm saying? I finished most of my documentaries, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just some documentaries. I still got to finish the 9/11 documentary. You know, so it's a lot of documentaries that I still got to finish, you know what I mean? But OceanGate is definitely one documentary that I had to finish. I did the Columbine. I think that it was named the Columbine shooting, where these two white boys went in the shoot, start blicking it up. You know what I'm saying? Then after they blicked it up, you know what I mean? I think they killed like 17 freaking people. After they killed 17 people, at the end, they knocked themselves off. That happened back in 1996 or something like that. That's before I was even born. You know what I mean? Y'all need to go watch that documentary, man. I'm telling y'all, man. That's another playlist section, bro, that's underrated, bro. That documentary playlist section. I'm telling y'all right now on Beezy. You know what I mean? But anyways, man, we got OceanGate disaster. Minute by minute. You know what I mean? Part 2.
Confidence.
Did you miss me?
Deep sea exploration, it argued, was no longer the domain of a select few.
Cause I know she wants to kiss me.
Had bought into that vision. And beneath the North Atlantic, Titan was now on its way down.
Y'all know they was controlling this with a video game controller. I can't laugh like that. I can't laugh. Cuz going thousands and thousands of meters down the ocean with a video game controller. Yo, we talking about Xbox Ones. You know what I mean? Y'all don't believe me? Go look it up. You know what I mean? What was the OceanGate submarine control with? Whether you use ChatGPT, whether you use Google, you can search it up right now. What was the OceanGate submarine control with? Them motherfuckers used the Xbox One controller.
Titan is descending below the launch platform, deeper into the ocean. Above, the polar
this ain't funny, bro.
Inside the submersible, 5 people sit in near darkness, lit only by instrument panels and a single viewport. For the first hour and a half, communication follows a steady rhythm. Every 15 minutes, a short text update. Every 5 to 10 seconds, an automatic acoustic ping, confirming position and depth. 9:19 a.m. Titan sends its first text message to the surface from 235 meters. The support vessel acknowledges, and the descent continues as expected. 9:23 a.m. A brief flicker of concern as Titan disappears from the acoustic telemetry module.
That's what the submarine was called. It was called Titan.
There is uncertainty. 2 minutes later, the link stabilizes. Pings resume on the display. Data returns to normal. On the surface, the issue is logged as resolved. 9:30 a.m. At 630 meters, the surface team tracks Titan's rate of travel at 33 meters per minute and continues to monitor its speed and depth as it moves steadily downward.
And this was all just to see the Titanic, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So if any of y'all new to the freaking what's the name, I suggest you to watch part 1. You know what I mean? So you know what's going on with the documentary. But this right here was just you know, basically, let me go and see this. Oh, my fault. But this was basically, we're going to do this documentary next, man. So y'all stay tuned in for this one. This is going to be a banger. These 2 right here is coming soon. 1, 2, and 3 actually is coming soon. So make sure y'all be tuned in for that banger right there. But yeah, anyways, you know what I mean? What I was saying, this was all, bro, just to see the Titanic. So if anybody wants to know, why did they go down there, man? That deep down in the ocean, just to see the Titanic. That's it. So these 5 people right here risk their lives to see a Titanic. You know what I mean? I just don't be understanding. I guess you wanted, like, what was the reason? I'm the first person to go down, you know, in the submarine and see the Titanic. What was the reason? I don't give a dang about a Titanic.
9:40.
The heck with the Titanic. don't give a dang about the Titanic, bro.
Minutes into the descent,
You got what he did
the
there?
surface team requests updated figures on payload, weight, and depth. Numbers are exchanged. For a moment, the same figure is repeated back.
676. What the freak is that?
Common in low bandwidth communication, and is clarified immediately. Titan's new depth of 1,085 meters is acknowledged.
Them boys down 1,085 meters.
9:52 a.m.
Oh, it's dark in there, boy.
The sub passes 1,500 meters. No anomalies reported.
Oh,
Pressure outside the hull is now over 2,250 pounds per square inch.
Dang.
150 times that at sea level.
Y'all know y'all body, you know, we can't even go like deep in the ocean or your body will explode. That's how, you know, strong the pressure is in the ocean. Try to go deep in it, your body's gonna explode.
10:05 a.m. Approaching 2,000 meters. The surface team checks whether the sub can still see the support vessel on its navigation display. A routine cross-check.
Ain't getting no text back.
No response. The question is sent again and again.
They did.
The acoustic pings continue every few seconds. A total of 11 messages are sent to Titan requesting a status update, but the text channel remains quiet.
I don't like this ocean junk. I ain't gonna lie, that junk freaked me out, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro.
10:09 a.m.
Being in that dang ocean, bro.
The Polar Prince receives a brief reply indicating a communications check. The exchange resumes with a request for better communications from Titan. Paul Henry now mans the communications between the two vessels. 10:14 a.m. At a depth of 2,274 meters, a message arrives from Titan. All good here. Outside the hull, pressure now exceeds 3,300 pounds per square inch. Inside, there is no indication of distress. The descent continues.
Finna get real.
10:24 a.m.
Finna get real.
More than an hour into the descent, the conversation shifts from systems and speed to
Y'all
position.
east of the
The sub
info.
reports its orientation relative to the target area.
My Carmex.
The bow of the Titanic.
Need my Carmex.
Strength from the ship's side remains stable. At almost 3,000 meters, the seabed is within reach. Closing in on the final approach.
Oh, this for the dang Titanic. Oh my God.
10:47 a.m.
I can't believe it.
Titan is now approximately 3,341 meters below the surface, just over 450 meters from the wreck.
Boy, it's deep, boy.
A final text message is sent. Dropped 2 weights. A standard procedure adjusting buoyancy from negative to neutral as it approaches the
So
sea.
they did all this to see the Titanic
Seconds
ship?
later, the final acoustic ping is received.
They did all this to see the Titanic ship.
Then,
Oh, shoot. DOA. Man down on 51st.
on board the Polar Prince, crew monitoring the communications channel hear a loud bang.
Yeah, we should be about 500 meters, 30. What was that thing?
It is abrupt, unmistakable, but there is no immediate confirmation of what it is. The text message arrives moments after the sound. No distress signal follows. No automated alert. The acoustic pings stop.
And they still down there. I just want to let, to this day, they're still down there. They were not recovered, just to let y'all know. Once the ocean swallows you up, there's nothing that a human being can do. Simple as that. This is a different world. Y'all want to see that right there, man? Y'all see that right there? This is a different world. And that's something that humans not understanding, but humans do not know their limitations. See, if God wanted us in the water, he would have put us in the water. You know what I'm saying? But God put us on land. It's a reason why God, you know what I mean, put them in the ocean and put us in land. You see what I'm saying? But humans want to be humans and want to take over everything. They don't know their limitations. You think God told them to go down in that submarine? You know, but the first thing, yeah, man, I feel like God just told us to do. No, that was you. I don't feel like God not gonna tell you to do something that risks your life. That's just point blank, period. I'm not gonna tell you to risk. Like I said, I don't feel like we supposed to be going to space. Why are you going out of space, man? You know what I mean? People done died trying to go out of space. You know what I mean? I promise you, like I said, it's rare. You know what I'm saying? It's rare. You know what I mean? That we have a brother astronaut. Oh my God, here we go talking about the Caucasian. Dude, I'm finna unsubscribe. I'm tired of you talking about the dang Caucasians, man. You know what I mean? Y'all the main ones that be doing that stupid junk. You know what I mean? Could y'all blame me? You are not going to see a brother astronaut like that. You will not see a brother that's an astronaut. It's rare that you see a brother that's an astronaut. I'm telling you right now. You know what I mean? It's rare that you see a brother that's an astronaut. 95, 96% of astronauts don't be Caucasian. We just don't do things. I don't know. It's in our nature. You know what I'm saying? It's in our nature. You know what I mean? I feel like any brother that's going to the moon or whatever, any brother that's going out of space, he was not raised around brothers. He was raised around Caucasians. You know what I mean? You got the brothers and you got the brothers, what can I say? The brother Cajuns. You know what I mean? Did I say that? Brocasians? You got the brothers and you got the Brocasians. The Brocasians is the ones that grew around the Caucasians. The brothers is like me, shout. Man, we finna go out to space. Who going out to space? Oh, we finna go to the ocean. Shoot, by your dang self, shout. That's a brother right there. You know what I mean? We see some, even when they go to Six Flags, we see something too crazy. Hey, but look at on that ride, Jay. Shoot. Oh no, man, that look right there. That look too deadly right there. You know what I mean? That look a little too deadly right there. You know what I mean? The Goliath. No, I'm good. I'll go on the swings right here though, man. The swings look good. But that Goliath look too deadly. You know what I'm saying? We don't go things that's too, we trust our gut. Brothers gonna trust that gut. And I promise you, like I said, I knew not one brother was gonna be on this submarine. I knew not one brother.
10:53 a.m.
I was gotta talk about the brothers, man.
Is lost. On board the
I'm sick of it, Jay. I'm sick of it, dude. You got one more time, Jay. You got one more time to say something about the Caucasian. One more time. Do you not know you have Caucasian subscribers?
Resend the message. Check the console. Verify the acoustic channel. The pings are gone. But at depths like
one more, Jay. I'm unsubscribed, man. Tell you right now, dude.
Signals can distort. So they wait. 11 a.m.
I love y'all, bro. I love y'all. Okay.
After repeated attempts to reestablish contact, there is no response. No new data. The submersible should be nearing the seabed. There is still no reason yet
they dead, man.
To assume catastrophe.
Assume catastrophe. Oh my God, I don't even want to see it.
11:30 a.m.
That make me sick.
The expected arrival time at the wreck passes.
Look at that, y'all.
Nothing. The surface team continues calling down.
I did a lot of videos, man. Did a lot of videos. Oh, remember half of the videos I did.
The concern begins to harden. If Titan had released ballast and surfaced early, it should be visible. There is no sign of it. No emergency beacon. No communication.
They're dead, man.
By late afternoon, the United States Coast Guard is notified. The dive is officially overdue.
"96 hours of oxygen remaining."
The clock begins to dominate every calculation. 96 hours of breathable air supply. 4 days, if the vessel is intact.
And God told him to go see the Titanic.
After mobilized, Ships reroute toward the last known coordinates. The search area covers more than 20,000 square kilometers of open ocean. They are looking for something smaller than a delivery van.
Hey.
Possibly on the surface, possibly 3,800 meters below. June 19th.
Yesterday afternoon, we were notified by the operator of the submersible vessel that it was overdue, and it had 5 persons on board the submersible. So we're working very closely at this point to make sure that we're doing everything that we can do.
And now I say, y'all, the U.S. Coast Guard, see, they're meant to be on the water. You know what I mean? They stop like drug smuggling, you know what I mean? Things that, you know, they basically protect the water, because you got these drug smugglers that be trying to, smuggle drugs through the ocean. That's what the U.S. Coast Guard, for, just to protect the ocean. Just how you got, you know what I'm saying, the Army, you know what I'm saying, you got them type, the Marines that protect on land. They basically protect on the ocean.
Locate
so they on the ocean. So if you don't like water, bro, don't go on Coast Guard, bro.
On board.
You can't swim, don't go to Coast Guard.
It is
you can't even get into Coast Guard, bro, if you can't swim. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody that's in Coast Guard, bro, even in the Navy, my dad said, like, you do a swimming test, bro. If you can't swim, bro, like, you know what I'm saying, you got to be able to float and all types. So you're not even going to be able to go inside the Coast Guard, bro, even if you can't swim, because you're going to fail the test, bro.
Remote area, and it is a challenge to conduct a search.
That's what I'm saying. And like I said, God is, they love trying to say, dude, why God just stop in and just do something. That'll make God a liar. God gave us free will. God's not the person. He not like you or me. You know what I'm saying? You go back on your word and all that. He not that. Whatever he said is what he said. He gave us free will, bro. So he not finna step in. He gonna give you warnings, bro. I'm telling you, he gonna give you warnings. I'm telling you, I rarely feel like somebody dies without a warning. I rarely feel that way. You know what I mean? I don't feel like God just gonna lead you astray. He's just not gonna do it. Like, he never let me astray. Like, even when it came, this is a simple thing, y'all. When it came to my hair, you know what I mean? My hair was falling out, right? I was using this freaking hair conditioner. I'm just using an example. I was using this hair product for so long. You know what I mean? And my hair just kept falling out. I always was wondering, I'm like, dang, why my hair keep falling out? So God could have let me, just lead, like, just could have just let me just be astray. You know what I mean? But then I'm finna go in and, you know what I'm saying? Watch me where I'm finna go in and buy the same hair product that's been making my hair fall out. And then this lady that I've never even seen before, I go to the same freaking beauty supply store, you know what I'm saying, most of the time. Like, that I've never even seen before. Yeah, man, people complaining about this making their hair fall out. So what I'm saying is God gave me a warning. You feel me? So it's up to me to take that warning wet. So what I'm going to do? You know what I mean? I'm going to keep using this hair product even when I see my hair flaking. You know what I mean? I see all my hair falling out, but I'm ignoring what. So God just gave me a warning, right? You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep on using the motherfucker, or I'm going to switch products. So get what Jay did. Switch them dang product. Hair have not been falling out ever since. So what I'm saying is God not going to lead you astray even with the smallest things. He never going to lead you astray. He going to give you the warning. Y'all people just overlook the warning. God give you a warning. I don't want to do this. All right, then. Can't say I didn't give you that warning. Can't say I didn't warn you. I seen a video, bro. It was the most insane video, yo. I did a video about a lady getting freaking eaten by a crocodile. I mean, she got tore her butt up. I mean, DOA dead on 51st. Tore her butt up. Literally before you even go swim in the lake. Caucasians, sorry, but literally before you go swim in the lake, before you even go in the lake, it's a warning sign. Crocodile infested. Prefer you not to dive. What them people do? Even when you got the warning sign right there, where they jumping that dang, what's the name? And then now since you start getting eaten up by some alligators and some crocodiles, now you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Motherfucker, you just walked by a sign. I think it was 2 warning signs. You just walked by a sign that said crocodile, I think crocodile alligator infested. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is, bro, if you get a warning, bro, it's God, bro. Put it like that. God uses people. He's always used people. Through the Old Testament time, the New Testament, he always uses people. When you get a warning, bro, use that warning. I'm telling you, bro, you better heed that warning, bro, or you're gonna die.
But we are deploying all available assets to.
I can promise you, they got a warning.
We can.
I can promise you.
Locate, the craft and rescue the.
I bet. Look. I bet somebody said, hey man, I don't think this is a good idea, man. They got a warning out that mother. Now, before they went down to this ocean, they got a warning. Somebody probably go, yeah, man, dude, I don't think this is a good idea, man. I think we should wait, man. You know what I mean? I just think we should wait. No, we're good. We're good. Next minute, we know we're dead.
Resources join the search. Aircraft scan the surface for any.
I'm saying. I ain't trying to say.
Are dropped into the water to detect sound from below.
I be cracking myself up sometimes.
Noises, described as intermittent banging, are reported during the search. Each sound is analyzed and triangulated. Hope surges. Could it be them? Experts caution restraint. Sound travels unpredictably underwater.
I don't think you should have told me that.
The origin is unclear. Still, the search remains focused on rescue.
Hey man, they dead, man. We ain't got time to be wasting our time. They dead, gang.
June 20th.
Yesterday, the Canadian P3 detected underwater noises in the search area. As a result, ROV operations were relocated in an attempt to explore the origin of the noises. Although the ROV searches have yielded negative results, they continue.
41 hours of oxygen.
Calculations dominate headlines. Less than 48.
I remember when this happened, bro. It was a big story, bro.
The hull is intact.
I remember when this happened, bro. Like everything.
Vessels arrive. Remotely operated vehicles
Junk
are
was everywhere.
transported across the Atlantic to begin the underwater search. As of 10:45 a.m., the U.S. Coast Guard has searched 10,000 square miles. Time is now measured in hours. Every delay matters. Weather conditions shift. Waves build.
Oh, shoot.
The search area widens.
It's over, brother. It's over.
Nothing. Below, still nothing confirmed. June 21st.
The location of the search, 900 miles east of Cape Cod, 400 miles southeast of St. John's, makes it exceptionally difficult to mobilize large amounts of equipment quickly. In spite of those challenges, we've been able to provide continuous air and surface search assets, as well as additional ROV capability to search below the surface.
By mid-afternoon, the scale of the operation has expanded. As of 3 o'clock, 5 air and water vehicles are actively searching the area. Aircraft scanning the surface. Vessels coordinating sonar sweeps across the seabed.
Surface search is now approximately 2 times the size of Connecticut, and the subsurface search is up to 2.5 miles deep, exponentially expanding the size of the search area. We also have to factor in the ever-changing weather conditions, currents, and sea states that expand the search area every hour. There's an enormous complexity associated with this case due to the location being so offshore and the coordination between multiple agencies and nations.
Another 5 assets are expected to arrive.
I think it popped.
24 to 48 hours.
I think it popped.
Patterns
Not mistaken.
are recalculated.
Like I said, you can't go so far in the ocean. You can't keep going far in the ocean. No, it's a lot of pressure that built up. You know what I mean? So I guess they went too far in the ocean and the submarine popped.
Fuel, weather, and daylight windows dictate movement. With more and more limited oxygen supply remaining, resources are being mobilized as quickly as possible. Another chance, however small, to locate the sub before time runs out.
There are 2 ROVs actively searching, and several more are en route and will arrive by tomorrow morning. When you're in the middle of a search and rescue case, you always have hope. That's why we're doing what we do. The good news is, what I can tell you is we're searching in the area where the noises were detected. And we hope that when we're able to get additional ROVs to be there in the morning, the intent will be to continue continue to search in those areas where the noise were detected, if they're continuing to be detected, and then put additional ROVs down in the last known position where the search was originally taking place.
June 22nd.
Sister birthday. Shout out to sis.
A deep sea ROV finally reaches the ocean floor near the
shoot.
Titanic wreck site. Cameras cut through the darkness. Silt drifts in the beam of artificial light. The seabed appears. Then, metal.
Oh, dang.
Not part of the Titanic. Angular, modern.
That's the submarine. It was.
Debris.
Wow.
The ROV continues scanning. More fragments appear.
Dang.
Carbon fiber, titanium.
So, oh my God. Yeah, they're dead. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, basically, the submarine popped, you know, because of the pressure. You know what I mean? Y'all know how freaking deep this is? Like, this is deep, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you're touching, like, the ground of the ocean. Like, you know how deep that is, bro? You know what I mean? Like, this is like oh my God. Yeah, they're dead. They're so dead.
Pure. Carbon fiber, titanium.
It just exploded.
This is consistent with the submersible. The 96-hour clock ends early.
Oh yeah, after it popped, then their bodies exploded. You know what I mean? So I don't want y'all to think that they had a chance. Why didn't you just swim up? You're being at that. I told you, man, what I just said at the beginning of the video. You're being at that pressure right there, your body will explode. You know what I mean? So after the submarine couldn't take the pressure, so you think their body can take it? You know what I'm saying? The submarine couldn't take it. The submarine popped. You know what I'm saying? So after the submarine popped, their body was exposed to the pressure, so they popped as well. You know what I mean? So body exploded.
The search changes in that moment.
I'm pretty sure they were never recovered,
A
bro.
question of rescue.
Yeah.
The wreckage indicates a catastrophic implosion. Instantaneous. No survival window.
Hope nobody's. Oh.
This morning, an ROV, or remote operated vehicle, from the vessel Horizon Arctic discovered the tail cone of the Titan submersible approximately 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic on the seafloor. The ROV subsequently found additional debris. In consultation with experts from within the Unified Command, the debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber. Upon this determination, we immediately notified the families. On behalf of the United States Coast Guard and the entire Unified Command, I offer my deepest condolences to the families.
The search shifts to recovery and to explanation, because the discovery answers one question: what happened?
God bless their souls, man.
But it leaves others unresolved.
God bless their souls.
How did it happen?
Terrible death.
Why did it happen?
I'm saying, man, you know, like I said, I don't trust nothing, man. You know what I mean? Sabotageness. You know what I mean? Hopefully it wasn't no sabotageness going on. You know what I mean? But I don't trust nothing. You know what I mean? I'm not going to act on that. I'm going to be neutral in this situation, but hopefully it wasn't no sabotageness going on. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it wasn't no sabotage. Hopefully somebody ain't sabotaged that submarine. I'm just saying we probably need some do some deeper investigating around this motherfucker. Y'all know what I'm saying?
And could it have been prevented?
Could have been. Shouldn't went down there with a controller.
In the days following the discovery of debris, the focus turns from rescue to responsibility. The question is no longer whether...
Like I said, y'all, the Coast Guard got some like crazy... Coast Guard, they got some crazy... Like, this is what they do. You know what I mean? So they down there, them things that they got down there, all in that pressure, it ain't gonna pop. This is what they do. You know what I mean? They the ocean. Best believe them motherfuckers know about the ocean.
Imploded. The question is, why? At nearly 3,800 meters below the surface, the external pressure exceeds 5,500 pounds per square inch. That is more than 380 times the pressure at sea level.
Surprised a shark ain't try to eat it though.
Traditional deep-sea submersibles are built with thick, spherical hulls made entirely of titanium or steel, materials that behave predictably under compression. Titan was different. Its central pressure vessel was constructed primarily from carbon fiber, a material more commonly used in aerospace and high-performance engineering. Carbon fiber is extremely strong under tension, but deep-sea environments apply compression, and compression behaves differently.
So the builders didn't know what they were doing.
Which tends to deform before failing. Carbon fiber can fail suddenly, catastrophically. Experts had raised concerns years earlier about the long-term behavior of carbon fiber under repeated cycles of extreme pressure.
Warning. Well, I just said warning. I can promise you they got a warning. Y'all remember I just said something like that? Promise you they got a warning before they went in the ocean. God not gonna let you lead you. He's not gonna let you go astray. I'm telling you. I can promise you somebody said something to him. Somebody said this wasn't a good idea. I'm telling you right now. Somebody warned him.
You know, the community, our community of deep ocean engineers spoke out against it.
All right, bro. All right. God be making me laugh sometimes, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? God be making me laugh sometimes. You know what I'm saying? God got a good sense of, yeah, I'm gonna show him right now, Jay. I'm gonna show him. God got a good sense of humor. I'm telling y'all that right now. Really do. You know what I'm saying? Me and God are alike in a lot of ways. I'm telling you. I told y'all, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you how my God work, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm saying let him cook. You know what I'm saying? What I say? I say you got a warning, right? I said God never gonna let you lead you. He never gonna lead you astray. He never gonna do it. He never gonna do it. He ain't gonna just let you die now. I'm telling you right now. I feel like every time somebody die, it's a warning, man. It's a warning before death. I'm just saying. It's a warning before death. You know what I mean? I didn't even know this from a can of paint, and I just brought it to y'all attention. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was going on in the walls. I just know that somebody spoke against this. You know what I mean? I know somebody spoke against this. I know somebody said something. You feel me? I know somebody said something.
The community, our community of deep ocean engineers spoke out against it quite loudly, and the warnings were unheeded.
Each dive to the Titanic meant descending into crushing force, then returning to surface pressure. Over time, that cycling can introduce microscopic weaknesses, delamination, internal damage invisible to the naked eye. The hull of Titan had completed multiple deep dives. Each one added stress. Unlike most commercial submersibles operating at extreme depths, Titan was not classed by a major maritime certification body. Classification societies exist to independently verify that vessels meet established engineering and safety standards. OceanGate chose not to pursue full certification. Instead, the company described its approach as innovative, arguing that traditional standards could limit progress. In 2018, a group of industry experts reportedly signed a letter expressing concern about the vessel's development and testing processes. They warned that experimental design choices could lead to catastrophic outcomes. OceanGate disputed those concerns. Publicly, the company maintained confidence in its safety protocols.
Got all the warnings in the world. He still went down those.
There had been warning signs.
It's crazy how I keep saying God, like I kept saying this and now you're just hearing it. It's crazy, y'all. Knew nothing about that. Knew nothing about it, bro. I heard about OceanGate. I heard about them dying in the ocean. I knew nothing about them getting warnings. I just told you how my God operates. You know what I'm saying? So when you know God, you understand how he rock. You feel me? You understand that a lot of these people die because of them. Most people die because of them. Die because of you. You know what I'm saying? So you got warnings. Got so many warnings. And you still chose to go on with the plan. God not finna pick you up and say, no, don't go in the ocean. Gave you free will. So what you want to do, you're going to do. Either you're going to live by that decision, or you're going to die by the decision. They died because of that decision.
Earlier expeditions, communication issues were documented. In one instance, the sub reported lost contact with its support vessel for several hours. On another dive, the sub experienced problems with its thrusters, resulting in difficulty navigating near the wreck. Former employees later described internal disagreements over safety procedures and testing. One former director of marine operations raised concerns about the thickness of the carbon fiber hull. He was subsequently dismissed from the company. OceanGate maintained that its engineering
Dismissed him because he was being real.
decisions were sound and that safety remained a priority. But the pattern suggests friction between caution and ambition.
Right.
OceanGate equipped Titan with an acoustic monitoring system designed to detect early signs of hull stress.
I don't think we were like the specifics of exactly what it's doing and how it works wasn't covered, but the concept that there was a system that was listening that would hear early warning signs of carbon fiber getting stressed that would alert the pilot and give you a chance to turn.
You remember a lot of videos I've done, brother. I just don't remember half of the videos I've done. That's why I just put in the playlist section for y'all. I don't remember half the videos I've done. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, so you remember a lot of videos I've done, man. Appreciate the support. But half of the videos you recommended me, bro, I just don't remember at all. You know what I mean? Like, got videos way back then. Well, I got a playlist section. I know that. Don't know what you're talking.
Stockton had a lot of faith in that system. I think that he believed that was all that was needed in order to be confident that the hull was solid.
Rate this documentary, chat. What y'all like? How y'all like this documentary?
Can occur faster
1 through 10, chat. 1 through 10.
Time. An implosion at 3,300 meters happens in milliseconds. There is no opportunity to ascend, no time to release ballast, no moment for emergency procedure. The event would have been instantaneous. At the center of the company was its founder, Stockton Rush. Rush described himself as an innovator. He frequently spoke about breaking industry barriers and challenging what he saw as overly cautious regulation.
Everyone's got different opinions on how subs should be designed, how dives should be conducted, how expeditions should be conducted. That being said, developing innovations in any new technology, including submersibles, means that sometimes you have to go outside of the bounds of the regulatory scheme.
Okay, that cost.
In interviews, he argued that progress requires risk, that safety standards can sometimes stifle advancement.
Okay. Cost you your life.
But in deep-sea exploration,
Who was right?
risk behaves differently. The ocean does not allow partial failure. It does not allow second attempts.
Exactly.
It does not negotiate.
Not finna negotiate with you. Nobody cares
While
about
official investigations
specialists.
continue to analyze debris, the prevailing assessment is structural failure of the pressure hull, most likely triggered by material fatigue or a flaw within the carbon fiber cylinder. When failure occurred, the surrounding pressure collapsed the vessel inward at the speed of sound in water. The 5 occupants would not have been aware. The event would have been over before the brain could register it.
Hey. Just look at that, man.
The deeper question is harder. Was this unforeseeable, or was it avoidable?
Avoidable.
I know that there's a lot of questions about why, how, when this happened, and the members of the Unified Command, have those questions too, as professionals and experts that work in this environment.
They clearly need to establish the cause of the incident, and after that, they then need to establish if there's any responsibility from the people involved, which then may lead to claims of negligence, perhaps even criminal negligence.
They were doing some amazing gymnastics to circumvent regulations and detection by the jurisdictions.
I always hoped that what happened wouldn't happen, but in the back of my mind, I just knew if they just kept carrying on the way they were going, and with that deficient equipment, then there would be an incident.
Primary operator, your CEO, was also filling the role of safety officer, lead engineer at the end, and it's just too many. It's a consolidation of power that leads to no checks and balances.
There's a risk in this, and the question here is that, do we expose civilians to this type of risk when we do not have a firm set of standards on design and safety for these types of vessels?
I would submit that there's a terrible irony here. Here we have at the wreck of Titanic, we now have another wreck that is based on, unfortunately, the same principles of not heeding warnings.
5 people descended toward the Titanic, believing they were participating in exploration. They trusted the vessel. They trusted the engineering. They trusted the system that approved it.
He had the enthusiastic, outlook of a young child. Really, he was so excited about this opportunity, and he mentioned it with the biggest smile possible on his face.
He said that he was very excited about this submarine trip, a trip that he hoped would be quality bonding time with his father.
That's the difference. This also happens to be my field. When it's involved in with people that you know personally, it's the impact is bigger.
I told him in no uncertain terms that he should not get in the submersible, and I'll never forget, he told me he thought that it was safe enough. And I said, Hamish, I'm not sure what else I can say after that. I wouldn't go if I were you. And he really, really wanted to see the Titanic.
Titanic. Risk a life over a Titanic.
The ocean did not fail them. Physics did not fail them. The pressure at depth was exactly what it had always been. The tragedy lies not in the sea, but in the decisions made above it. In the end, the story of Titan mirrors the story of the ship it sought to visit. Ambition, innovation, confidence in technology, and the cost when that confidence goes too far.
Long live my brothers and sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a good documentary right there. Long live my brothers and sisters. I don't wish death on anybody, but you have to take heed to warnings, ladies and gentlemen. No matter the small things, no matter the big things, y'all always take heed to warnings. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, I appreciate everybody, man, for joining the freaking video. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for joining the video. Like I said, make sure y'all subscribe, turn the bell, like the video. I probably will not live stream tomorrow. It really just see, I gotta see what my Lakers, my Lakers and what's the name. Let's see how when they play. But yeah, man, probably will not live stream tomorrow, but we're gonna live stream way more this month than we did this month, in God's will. But anyways, man, it's your boy Jay, man. Take it easy before you end up like Beezy, man.